Welcome to the program where you get the latest updates on the activities of the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ that have been held around the world. I'm Brother Sean Campbell, and this is the good news. In our headlines, Evangelical missions in the Ecclesiastical District of Hong Kong further the church's work of propagating the pristine gospel. Special worship gatherings bring added inspiration to church officers in the Ecclesiastical District of Tokyo, Japan, and Western Europe. INC members in the districts of Micronesia and Singapore extend help to those in need through a Care for Humanity event. Brethren in Jakarta take part in film screening of Ilaw. Various Christian family organizations' activities in different districts give knowledge and entertainment to members. The details of your good news follow shortly.
Welcome to another episode of Little Ones Playlist.
Did you know coral reefs are like underwater cities?
I'm holding an iguana. Akin putik po. We're going to feed the giraffe, Timmy, and little ones.
Isa tayo sa mga nakikipagkaisa sa Southeast Asia Video Festival for Children o tawag din na SEAVFC.
I hope you enjoyed with me today. Continue to enjoy, learn, and have fun only here on Little Ones Playlist. Bye!
Our first story takes us to Hong Kong, where an evangelical mission brought the pure gospel close to listeners. Sister Tricia Tubar has this story.
The proclamation of the words of God was successfully conducted in the Ecclesiastical District of Hong Kong, led by the officers from the Technical Support for Video Streaming, TSV, from various local congregations in the district. During the teaching by Brother Noer Misa, the district minister of the Ecclesiastical District of Hong Kong, he shared biblical truths about God's commandments to humanity and the importance of the Iglesia Ni Cristo in attaining salvation on the day of judgment. The joy of the brethren who united in this proclamation was evident, especially since many of those they invited graciously accepted the invitation to attend, and some of them became even more interested in learning about the teachings upheld within the Iglesia Ni Cristo. Through events like this, many people are able to listen and grow curious about what sets the Iglesia Ni Cristo apart from other religious groups. For our brethren who tirelessly participate in church activities, their happiness is immense, as responding to such endeavors truly brings joy to our Lord God. From Hong Kong, I'm Sister Tricia Tobar for the Iglesia Ni Cristo News Network.
Meanwhile, Iglesia Ni Cristo members attended a special gathering and oath-taking in the Ecclesiastical District of Tokyo, Japan. Sister Renessa De Peño tells us more.
Many brethren in the ecclesiastical district of Tokyo, Japan, gathered at their respective local congregations to commence an oath-taking and a special gathering, which was officiated by Brother Rene Panoncillo.
Attendees were enthusiastic to participate in this special occasion. Coming from various places, many brethren set off early to arrive at the event. The church officers, oath-takers, and other brethren conducted their personal prayers, participated in the hymn singing, and attentively listened to the preaching led by Brother Rene Panoncillo. Through his sermon, they were reminded of the importance of their sworn duty to our Lord God. This special occasion also served as a source of renewed strength and resilience, enabling them as church officers to further fortify the faith of the brethren.
Ngayon na nakapanumpa na po ako, masaya po ang aking damdamin. Pero gaya nga po ng sinabi ng siwa po na malakas na katuwang ng ating namamahala, lagi lang po tayong maging positive sa pagtupad ng ating tungkulin.
The main site of the event was in the local congregation of Saitama, which was also broadcasted live to the district's other local congregations via video streaming. After the holy preaching, the district supervising minister, Brother Amante Rodriguez, led the oath-taking. In preparation for the duties they were about to receive from God, the brethren conducted a series of seminars in their local congregations, and above all, held devotional prayers a week before taking their oath. In this world, where we face an abundance of trials and tribulations, the brethren continuously express their gratitude to our Lord God for the faith He has given them, along with His constant care and guidance. For this reason, the brethren strive tirelessly to please God by actively serving Him.
Sa kasalukuyang kalagayan ng daigdig, napakarami ng mga pagsubok at mga suliranin. Kailangan ang mga mitungkulin para kasangkapanin sa pag-alalay at paggabay sa ating mga kapatid sa pagharap sa mabibigat na sitwasyon ng buhay.
With the rapid growth of the church, more of these new church officers will be able to help the church administration in guiding the brethren towards salvation on Judgment Day. From Tokyo, Japan, I am Sister Renessa De Peña for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
In the ecclesiastical district of Western Europe, members of the Christian Brotherhood International and district multimedia members find added inspiration in the biblical homily delivered during a special gathering. Sister Laura Ann Tumbaga gives us the details.
Led by Brother Angelo Ranyo V. Manalo, students and multimedia officers from the Ecclesiastical District of Western Europe recently held a special gathering to celebrate the 55th anniversary of multimedia in the church. Local congregations connected to the help of modern technology, uniting members to reflect on the importance of balancing school, careers, and church duties. Balancing academics and spiritual responsibilities can be challenging, but many members find strength and guidance through their faith. Sister Amaresh, a student and multimedia officer, shares her insightful advice on how to navigate these challenges.
My advice would be to keep faith as your foundation. It may be challenging to balance everything, our studies and our duties. But we need to trust that our Lord God will always make a way, and if you're committed to both your studies and faith, our Lord God will help us and guide us. We should not forget also that the most powerful tool that we can use is our prayer. It is truly powerful and it can give us the strength and clarity that we need during tough times. So balancing both is possible, and with God's guidance, you'll succeed in both areas.
In this gathering, students were reminded the importance of using their knowledge to honor God, meaning balancing academic success with a commitment to faith.
In our special gathering, we were clearly reminded that all of the knowledge, all the skills we have acquired should be used in a manner that glorifies God. But for all students, members of the Church of Christ, there is something more important than the pursuit of worldly riches or wisdom. It was clearly explained that as much it is important to persevere, to work hard, to study hard, to even seek wisdom or to gain knowledge, doing things that please God should remain our top priority.
Alongside the pursuit of knowledge, members were also reminded of the importance of wholeheartedly fulfilling their roles in the church. as each duty holds equal significance in God's eyes.
Whatever our duty is, may it be in the Eagle News, may it be in the INC Radio or in the Multimedia Bureau, we should fulfill it with all our might. Let us remember that all of the duties, offices in the church are all equally important. For example, being a deacon, a deaconess is important. Being a choir member is important. So is our duty in the INC Radio. So is our duty in the Eagle News or in the Multimedia Bureau. All of them are very important as well. That is why the instruction of God is very clear. Whatever our office is, let us fulfill it, perform it with all our might, with all our strength and with all our whole being. Why? Because God knows our labors and sacrifices in performing our duties, and He will be the one who will reward us for that.
From Bastille, France, I am Sister Lauren Tumbaga for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
INC members in Micronesia showed genuine compassion toward their fellow men through a Care for Humanity outreach event. Reporting is Sister Maricel Soria.
On a recent day filled with compassion and unity, the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ held its much-anticipated Care for Humanity event on the island of Guam, district of Micronesia. Through the leadership of Brother Joven D. Sapilio Jr., the district supervising minister of Micronesia, brethren from every local congregation in the island of Guam united in this work of helping their fellow men. The event was a powerful example of the Church of Christ's commitment to providing aid and support to the members of the community. The Care for Humanity event saw the Church of Christ distributing essential items, including hygiene kits and other necessities to hundreds of guests, with a majority of them consisting of H2 workers. H2 workers are overseas Filipino workers who have endured being separated from their family members for work to support the needs of their family. Many of them are on their own in Guam without any relatives.
This is in compliance to the teachings of our Lord God, to love God and also love our fellow men. So in showing love to our fellow men is not only saying we love them, but we give aid or help to our fellow men who are in need. Even in a small way, small gesture, but the greater purpose is to introduce to them the Church of Christ. That's the greatest help that we can provide for our fellow men.
The event began with an opening prayer led by a minister of the gospel, and the opening remarks led by the Assistant District Minister of Micronesia, Brother Julius Malabanan. As he introduced the Church of Christ, he also explained the reason for its philanthropic initiatives led by the Executive Minister of the Church. This followed with the performances prepared by the brethren from the different local congregations for the entertainment of the guests in attendance. To close out the program, the care packages were distributed to each guest. These care packages contain daily essentials and toiletries.
It's very nice to know that over 200 plus H2 workers are going to be have already received the care packages, and it's really a great gesture. I mean, we have things like laundry soap, a bag, a toothbrush, things that are essential that are needed, I think, for individuals in need. So very good gesture from this church organization here in Guam.
The atmosphere was filled with happiness and thankfulness as those in attendance received their care packages prepared by the church. This endeavor is one of many undertaken by the Church of Christ around the world. Known for its Care for Humanity initiatives, the INC frequently organizes similar outreach events to aid communities impacted by poverty, natural disasters, and other challenges.
It feels really joyful to know that this organization has roots in not just Guam, but all of Micronesia and in all over the world and the U.S. So I know I saw Iglesia in Hawaii, right? Didn't know it really all the way in Uganda. So that's amazing.
Through the leadership of the executive minister of the church, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, members continue to unite in this work that can be found written in the Bible. As Guam and other regions continue to face unique challenges, the Care for Humanity initiative has brought a bright spot to the island, reminding everyone of the power of collective kindness and the lasting impact of community support. From the District of Micronesia, I'm Sister Marisol Soria, reporting for the Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
Church of Christ members in Singapore showed genuine compassion toward their fellow men through a Care for Humanity outreach event. Sister Honey Ching with the details.
In unity with the church administration and the rest of the districts all over the world, the District of Singapore conducts a Care for Humanity activity in partnership with the Humanitarian Organization for Migration Economics, or HOME, in Singapore. The district leadership and the Christian Family Organization officers in the District of Singapore spearheaded the planning and execution of the Care for Humanity activity. After careful consideration of partnerships with different nonprofit organizations, the HOME was selected due to its unique mission and advocacy. Humanitarian Organization for Migration Economics, or HOME, is a Singapore-based charity founded in 2004 and is dedicated to empowering and supporting migrant workers who experience abuse and exploitation. They provide immediate crisis intervention as well as long-term support such as education and training programs to achieve the goal of enhancing the well-being and employment prospects of the migrant workers. Before the activity, the leading officers have coordinated with the authorized contacts of HOME to ensure a smooth execution of the activity within the vicinity of HOME, as well as to ensure that the care packages are prepared with items that are deemed as essentials for the residents of the charity organization. The care packages were prepared days in advance and were arranged to be delivered to the HOME residents. On the day of the activity, a short program was prepared, starting off with an opening speech led by Brother Lauren Carrion, minister and overseer of the Light of Salvation office in the district, where he provided a brief introduction of the Church of Christ. A short video of the mission and objective of the Care for Humanity activity was also presented to give the beneficiaries more information on why such an activity is conducted and that it has been successfully conducted all over the world. The district ministers then proceeded to distributing the care packages and lunch packs to each of the residents. The program was concluded by a few song performances led by the CFO officers. The representatives of the HOME organization have relayed their gratitude to the Church of Christ for selecting them as the beneficiary of the Care for Humanity activity. The brethren in the district have also expressed their elation and thankfulness to the church administration for approving these kinds of activities where they can make a huge impact to the lives of our fellow men. From Singapore, I am Sister Honey Ching for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
When the good news returns, we'll look into the film viewing of Ilaw in Malaysia, plus the art workshop in New Zealand South. More stories coming your way. Please stay tuned.
Si kapatid na Remedios Valerio Basco, guidance counselor, propesor at nagtapos ng Doctor of Education sa New Era University, ay nagmula sa payak at simpleng pamilya. Naabot man ang kanyang mga pangarap at umunlad ang pamumuhay, itinuturing niya pa rin pinakamahalaga sa lahat ang kanyang pagka-Iglesia ni Cristo. Kung bakit ay ating aalamin sa kanyang istorya ng pagtawag sa INC-TV ngayong Sabado alas 11 ng umaga.
This kid is about to be canonized as the first millennial saint. Blessed Carlo Acutis, an Italian teenager who loved the Eucharist, the Virgin Mary, programming, gaming, and Pokemon, now has 2 miracles attributed to his intercession.
So, dear friends, granting sainthood status to those that, well, they claim they were exemplary and holy, well, it's being done by some religious organizations all over the world. You know, some people even celebrate and venerate those whom they recognize as saints. So, today, let us ask, what is a saint in the Bible? And how does one become a saint in God's sight? And on the other hand, how is sainthood observed or understood or followed by so many?
Iba't iba ang anyo ng tinatawag nilang Pasko. Ang kinagis ng tradisyon na di umano'y siyang pinakadakilang araw dahil kapanganakan daw ng tagapagligtas. Gayunpaman, kung susuriin ang pagdiriwang ng Pasko ng mga Katoliko at Protestante, ay marami ang bumabangong katanungan. Una rito, ang ukol sa tunay na petsa ng kapanganakan ng Panginoong Hesukristo, maging ang paraan ng pagdiriwang nito. Ano nga ba ang pinagmulan ng tradisyong Pasko?
Yan po ang aming tatalakayin sa pinakabagong episode ng programang Ang Iglesia ni Cristo.
Thank you for staying with us here on The Good News. For our next story, the original film Ila, produced by the Christian Era Broadcasting Service International Incorporated, or SEBSI, entertained and inspired members and guests alike in the local congregation of Jakarta, Ecclesiastical District of Malaysia. Sister Cheryl Aquino with the detail.
The brethren from the local congregation of Jakarta within the Ecclesiastical District of Malaysia came together with joyful anticipation to view a special film entitled Ilaw, which is launched by the church administration of the Church of Christ.
In this film, we were reminded once again that there is no reason for us to lose hope or give up because we have light or Ilaw. We have God, and through the church administration, we are able to receive God's will, especially during our worship services, which is our guide and light, so that we can uphold our daily life and services that are pleasing to Him. We thank our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, and our CFO Coordinator, Brother Angelo Iranio Manalo, for having this kind of activity, not only to edify our faith, but also to enjoy this film together with our household and the brethren.
This film is carefully chosen to inspire and strengthen their faith, offers valuable lessons and spiritual nourishment. Through this viewing, the brethren are reminded of the guiding principles and values that are central to their faith, encouraging them to carry these teachings into their daily lives and further solidify their commitment to serving God.
Watching this film was a wonderful experience. It helped me realize that no matter what I'm going through, I am never alone because God's guidance and love are constant. It was a wonderful reminder to keep serving faithfully.
Following the viewing, brethren expressed their gratitude and shared how the film moved them deeply. Many were inspired to reflect on their lives, their faith, and their commitment to the church. The film serves as a powerful reminder of our purpose and calling as members of the Church of Christ. This meaningful event is yet another example of the church administration's commitment to guiding and nurturing the faith of each member. Through inspiring and carefully selected messages, they continue to lead the brethren in strengthening their relationship with God. From Jakarta, Indonesia, I am Sister Cheryl Aquino for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
Heading to the Ecclesiastical District of Taiwan, INC kids in Xinjiang congregation were able to express their creativity during the Time to Draw activity. Sister Shana O'Hell keeps us posted.
The Children's Worship Service, or CWS, in the local congregation of Xinjiang Ecclesiastical District of Taiwan participated in a CWS Time to Draw activity held in Function Hall of the said congregation. The materials for this event were prepared by the CWS officers. They utilized the video presentation derived from the program of the INC Kids that official YouTube channel. In Time to Draw, the children were taught how to draw an animal called the beaver. The program host, Brother James Reyes, used simple, fun, and informative methods to guide the children through the drawing process. The young participants were all smiles and laughter as they shared and admired each other's finished artwork. This event not only helped cultivate the artistic skills of the young brethren, but also taught them the value of being united in the activities of the Church of Christ. From New Taipei City, Taiwan, I'm Sister Sheena Ohel for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
In the District of New Zealand South, young brethren in the local congregations of Invercargill and Invercargill South successfully conduct an art workshop. Sister Kay Aini Ramel with their story.
New Zealand South, Iglesia ni Cristo kids and the local congregation of Invercargill and Invercargill South held a children worship service art workshop focused on thankfulness and obedience to God's commandments. The art workshop consisted of a coloring challenge, drawing challenge, and lastly, they were instructed to draw or write what they were most thankful for. At the end of each challenge, prizes were given to all participants and recognition to those who had outstanding creations.
It helps the children to understand the importance of attending church activities, and this will support them to understand that when they grow older, they will continue to attend these activities and be strong in their faith.
I enjoyed this activity because I was able to laugh with my friends and have fun with them. I'm also really grateful that I was able to attend this activity.
The children's colored pages feature images that reflect obedience to God's teachings, such as prayer, kindness, propagation of the true teachings of God, and brotherhood inside the church.
Hi, I'm JJ. I enjoy the activity because everybody's happy and they get to do lots of stuff that's fun.
As they colored and drew, they were encouraged to reflect on the blessings in their lives, and many children expressed gratitude for things like family, food, education, and their membership inside the Church of Christ. The event was a meaningful way for the children to showcase their talents while deepening their faith and bonds with one another. It wasn't only the children who had fun, but the children worship service officers and members of the Kadiwa and Pinhi were able to spend time with the children in an activity that sparked creativity, love, and faith. From Invercargill South, I am Sister Kay Aini Ramel for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
You just saw some of the activities of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ around the world. To stay updated, you can watch Ibalita ang Pagliligtas at 12 noon and Iglesia ni Cristo News Live at 6 p.m. on weekdays. Be sure to catch the next edition of this program where there's always more of the good news. I'm Brother Sean Campbell. Stay safe and thank you for watching.